Welcome back and Happy New Year. I haven't been in this world since before Christmas. I was actually going to make a joke about I haven't been here since last year. But no, let's leave these jokes in 2025. Yeah, so I actually haven't been here since before Christmas, and it's not that I didn't play Minecraft since then, because, as you might remember, my goal with this world is actually improving my Minecraft skills. I actually played a lot of Minecraft, just not here, not in my single player. Played one block with Tanya Healer. You might see that in her channel soon. I also played with another friend, Thing Baudelaire. Yeah, so I've been actually practicing Minecraft, so I've been getting better in Minecraft. But most of all, I also been playing a lot on MCC Island. I played parkour, I played Dynaball, I played a little bit of Rocket Leaf Rush, and let's not talk about the fishing because fishing is well, leave fishing there. Yeah, but I managed to improve my parkour skills quite a bit. Today, actually, I finished one of the runs in less than 4 minutes. Wow, I never thought I would be able to do that. But yeah, but we're back here and we have plans for these for this build. Let's just recap a little bit. This build is going to be two giant birch trees with tree houses. So one is the one behind me, and the other one's going to be on the other side. And I'm going to connect the two with a bridge over the river. And I built the bridge a bit more just to get a shape of it. But that's it. I think for today, I'm going to go to the other side and build the other tree so we can see how the overall shape of the thing is going to be. And after that, we might think about texturing this big block of birch. This tree needs some branches, it might need some leaves, so we'll see. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it here. So one, build second tree. Two is going to be under house. And three branches for texture. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. This sign looks like very camouflaged in here because it's all birch. Okay, so I just made the list of things that I need to do. The first thing will be building the second tree, and I realized I don't have enough birch for that. So I'm gonna have to go chop some trees. Here, I am thinking about things to use, blocks to use to mix with the birch, so that's just not the big block of tree there. And I tried some diorite because, I thought that because of the black it would look okay, but it's very gray, both the polished one and the regular diorite. So I am not going with this. Wool might be a candidate, white wool. And I got myself some sheep over there. I can show you the pen. And I actually liked the way the quartz looked mixed with the birch wood. So might be an option. In the other server, I also used stripped pale oak logs. So we might add that later whenever I find a pale oak forest. So for now, we're going to get as much birch as we can and go over there to build the tree. But first I want to show you some things that have changed since my last video here. I removed my nether portal from there and put it here underground where I started a little strip mine and actually ran into a cave all the way down there. I didn't explore the cave yet, but that will be material for another day. I built the little pen just to start some farms, but I didn't find any cows yet, so that's yet to be done. But I said I have sheep, and my sheep are here happily. I am also made a chicken coop over here. I don't think I have seeds on me right now, but hello, chickens. Yeah, so I don't know how long I have before the sun starts setting, but I think I can lay a few blocks there. So let me just recap here. We have a 5x5, and this first thingy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks tall. Okay. I think we can do that. I'd say pretty sure some of these some of the trees are already kind of tall-ish. One thing I didn't bring was my crafting table. Ah, be grand. And where's the bed? I was pretty sure I put the bed here. Okay, clear up these leaves in here. They'll come in handy later. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah. I can still hear the gas from here. That's another thing I have to start planning is maybe some resource gathering trips. I really, really want to get some snow, get myself a snow golem, so I'll have infinite supply of snowballs. Because every time I use my gas, I somehow misplace my lead, and then I have to be trying to jump on him again. Okay, let's do this. As I was going up on the other side, just to get some stuff in the house, I had a crazy idea because I am having some trouble trying to fit stuff inside the house there because of the space. I think in the other server, the tree house itself is bigger. Um, so I just thought, why don't I make like inside of this wider part of the tree house on the sides? When you're having the your ladders here to go up, why don't I make like a super long string of bunk beds on the sides? Just a thought. So here you would have your ladder to go up, but then just putting bunk beds all the way up. That would be some sight, but it could be interesting. Maybe we could put one bed on this side and then one bed on the other side and then one here with some, I don't know, something that looks like shelves on the sides. Could be nice. I think one thing that will look weird in this build is that obviously I don't want to strip all the logs here because I want it to look like a birch tree. But the inside will look like the log as well. I can't just strip the inside un unless I don't know, cover it with banners or trapdoors. But I don't want to do that because, yeah, I just had this nice idea about the bunk beds. I might do that actually. This will look really funny. And I think on the other side I did the floor already as well. Oh, I need a door. I had a door. There you go. Yeah, so I don't want to leave the birch door forever. It's just because this is the main wood I have right now. Oh, these are very tall trees compared to the other side. The other side are very short. Anyway, on the other server, I used pale oak for the door, and it blends in a bit better with the birch tree in general. So this is what I'm going to use whenever we find a pale oak forest. There you go. Ta-da! I'm going to just put some torches around here because try to reduce the mob spawn. I don't want any visitors just yet. There we go. I don't even know if this is what I did there. Yeah, because, oh, this is incorrect. No. Okay, let me put my bed down before I forget. End up dying and not having a place to spawn. This would be really nice actually if I can pull this off. I make the bed one here and then the other one here and then like, a block apart. Interesting. Okay, so this was the 8th level. I'm going to try to keep the same proportions and heights for now, and then when I texture the trees, I make them all kind of unique. Yeah, but these ones, the corners, I put the block instead of the log, the wood actually instead of the log, because it kind of we're kind of going this way right now, leaving the corners exposed. I realized I don't have ladders enough, so let me come and make some more. Sneaky guy. He's hiding under the leaves. Yes. I got the two of them. Wow. I feel really proud of myself. Where did you come from? I was just crossing the river and I heard him. I thought it was like the wandering trader, but it's not the same sound. Anyway. Wow. I hope I don't like spawn a raid or something involuntarily. Okay, back to this. Right, this level is also one that we're going to start going in. So we need these guys. And my gosh, nearly fell. That wouldn't have been pretty. Okay, and then from here, okay. What if I jump on the bed? Okay, so my ladder going up is going to start. Did I put it on the same? I don't remember how I did it. If I did it on the side, I think I did it on the side there, but I don't have to do exactly the same thing. It's fine. Right. I think we're roughly at the same height. I'm not going to bother doing exactly the same because, this is nature. We don't have to do exactly the same blocks or shapes or whatever. This actually took me significantly less time to build this time. I am very proud of myself. Yeah, so from this level where I am, I'm going to start opening up to the sides for the tree house. And I'm not going to bother building the whole tree house right now. I just want to have a feel of the height of things and all that. So I don't even remember the measurements for the tree house. So yeah, it turns out I need more ladders as well. A floating crafting table. Well, never too many. Ta-da! Okay, so this level where we start the treehouse, I am going to still kind of keep it as logs, but I'm going to strip them to blend in. I don't remember if I did the same over there. Oh, wrong tool. sideways. Nothing like a good sleep. Okay, let's finish this. Pretty sure I put more than I should have. Now, this is our first tree. That is our other tree. Yes, it is taller. So I'll have to compensate with the bridge. No problemo. Here for the bridge, let me just get a better view. This guy is quite slow, but it's fine. Yeah, let me see the height difference we're going to have to consider here. I don't know exactly how. All right, so this is 96, 94, 96. It is a considerable difference. 5 blocks. 5 blocks is basically the height of one of the floors. But we can make it up with the bridge. Over there, instead of just looking like a mushroom, I have mentioned before that I want to kind of pull the tree a little bit taller, and I want some branches kind of connecting, maybe or going past the sides a little bit. So we'll see. Maybe one coming out here in the middle of the, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna look so nice. But yeah, from here below, definitely 1 or 2, maybe 3 branches going to the sides, and that on the other tree as well. That's going to be part of the texturing and decorating the tree. But here at the top, I wanted to maybe get the tree kind of continuing up a little bit. Maybe like 1 block going up. That's why I tried to keep the... I always do that. I shift on top of the happy ghast to go down, but that's not how it works. Yeah, that's why I try to keep this part of like the tree trunk going up, so I could use maybe those 3 blocks to go up all the way up here. I don't know how that's gonna look, but we'll try. That's gonna be a lot of trial and error here. And talking about trial and error, I got sidetracked, and I tried to make the bunk beds the way I was mentioning before, on both sides of the trunk here. So put 1 bed on this side, 1 bed on the other side, and all that. And I am not very happy with the results. I don't think I like the way it is in the end. So let me just go up here. It looks really cool coming from the top, because you see all the colors of the beds. I try to make like a little gradient and thing. And I put some barrels on the sides to occupy, the rest of the space. But I think I'm gonna end up putting all the beds on the one side and maybe have 2 ladders going up on the sides. In my head, the idea was very nice of putting each bed, the head to different sides, but I don't like the way it looks. All right, let's see how this looks now. Yeah, so instead of putting on both sides, beds on both sides, I just decided to kind of say, hey, you're gonna come in and see all these bunks here. I put the barrels on the side. It's like a, hostel type of thing that you have your own storage. But I have my own stuff here. It's not for you to store your stuff here. Joking. I'm probably gonna put 1 more bed now. I have space here for 1 more bed. Yeah. Okay, I am done with some building, and let's have a look. It was actually very hard to go back into this guy here. Let's go up and up and up. I did lower this side of the treehouse by 3 blocks because I thought 5 blocks would be a big, big difference with the other side. So yeah, I have it marked. And now I had an idea that since this treehouse here is shorter, I'm probably gonna leave it with this size And I might make this one a bit bigger later, of course. I'm not going to do this today. And yeah, I marked here the sides and the frames for the windows. I put the little door for the bridge. And now let me just reverse here so we can see the bigger picture. I think now it looks like I can center the bridge a bit better without too much inventions and having to think about gravity and all this stuff. So I'm going to probably leave the middle as it was and just do this curve a bit sharper on the side. Okay, so how's problem solved? The other thing I wanted to do in this episode was actually naming this guy here, which is going to be tricky now because I seem to have misplaced my lead again. But that was one of my missions. I'm going to see if I can get my name tag from here. I might actually make it. Where's my anvil? I am so not happy with these bookshelves on the outside. I'm ready. I'm ready to use my anvil. But before I go and put the name down, I want to say a big, big thank you to Norrgen. I think I'm saying your name wrong. Sorry. I actually asked some of my fishing buddies from MCC Island for suggestions of names for this little guy. And Norrgen suggested that I will name him White Boy, which I think is very fitting since he is white. So that's what I'm going to go with. Name tag. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Ah, no, he is named. This is so silly. Now I have my white boy. Now that I have my gas named and my tree kind of built and the other tree house started, I can say goodbye to this episode. So I'm sorry again for disappearing for a while. I needed a break and, life is getting super busy. January was a very busy month for me. So I'm really happy that you're still here, that you're still watching. And I have a question for you. I have two options for the next episode. So I could go and explore the cave that I found while I was strip mining, or I could go around the world trying to find a pale oak forest so I can start texturing these trees better. So tell me what to do. What's your opinion? Should I go for the forest? Should I go for the cave? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.